In this episode, I'm creating my porch space into warm, inviting atmosphere with lavender cottage theme. I'm gonna show you how quick and easy I made beautiful creations, budget friendly. Welcome to CJ DIY. I am C. I found this cap at Hobby Lobby. 90% off. Original price was $9.99, and guess what? I only paid 99 cents for it, so I grabbed a couple of them so I can remake them. It is so well done that I had a very hard time taking that Happy St. Patrick's Day sign. So I sprinkle it with the water first, and then on top I add some wet wipes and let that water absorb into that sign for a few minutes before I remove it. After a few minutes, because I was impatient to work on this project, I grabbed my scraping tool from Dollar Tree and I scrape off that paper sheet on top of it. Then I went and I wash it off, and now when it's all nice and smooth, I'm just adding a black chalk paint on top of this sign. I give it 2 good coats with this chalk paint, and then I let it on the side to get dry. Now that my sign is dry, I'm gonna be creating Chalet de Lavande. That means Lavender Cottage, with these wooden letters cut out that previously I painted in color white. So I'm just layering the letters like I wanted to. You can also add some stickers or create any kind of sign, but this is such a great idea for my porch, and it's just budget friendly. It's not gonna cost me a lot, and I'm gonna have a very high-end looking sign, and you're gonna love to remake it. Now that I layered my letters like I wanted to, I grabbed my wood glue, and with a tiny brush, I'm going over the letters and I'm just gluing them on my sign. Quick and easy, but I really love this combination with black and white so far. And then in the middle, we're gonna add some embellishments. For embellishments, I'm gonna be adding these lavender ribbon transfers from Redesigned with Prima. I cut off the portion of the lavender bouquets that I wanted to be transferred, and I'm just gonna layer them before I transfer them on. The beauty of the transfers is you can combine them wherever you like and create them into one piece, and when you add them all together, it's gonna look just gorgeous. Now, when I see how I'm gonna transfer them, I grab the scraping tool that it came with this Redesigned with Prima transfers, and I'm slowly going on top of the header sheet, and it's so easy to work with these ribbon transfers. Slowly you just use that tool and you just going on top of that sheet, and when you see that sheet is fading, you know that the transfer is on your surface. I'm doing the same thing next to the middle bouquet and adding the rest of the bouquets with it and making it into one piece together, and it's gonna look super cute. I'm finishing it off with a couple of more transfers between the words, and I think adding more colors and more lavender is just a perfect look. You can be creative and add as much as transfers as you want. Those transfers were like $15 a package, but altogether there is like 30 transfers in this package, and that cost like 80 cents per transfer. You can find transfers at any crafting store and be creative and create your own version. Now that my whole transfers are on, this is how it looks, and to seal it, I'm gonna be adding this DIY clear wax all over my sign, and this creation is done. It is that time of the month again, 5 Under 5 challenge. It's hosted by my darling friend Emily from Charm Chic. This month guest host is Lisa from our great house, and there is a playlist with so many talented creators. Links are in my description box, so after you're done watching my video, you know where you're going next. Please show them lots of love. For my next creation, I'm gonna be using these pillow covers that I purchased from Temu. I have also downloaded an image from Etsy. If you're interested, you can send me an email and I'm gonna send you a copy of this so you can print it out. I'm using the transfer sheets. These transfer sheets are from Amazon. Links are in my description box. And now after I printed in a mirror image with my mini press, I'm going over until my whole image is transferred on my pillow. It's so easy. You can use those sheets on t-shirts or anything that you like to transfer, and after a few seconds the transfer is on. I'm removing the bottom sheets of it and you got the fully transfer on your pillow. I'm repeating the same step on my second pillow cover. Also, I got this image from Etsy if you're interested, because these are not my creations, I just downloaded. Also, you can be creative and print out any kind of image on this kind of sheets and you're gonna have an amazing unique look. Dollar Tree is having a lot of large plastic pots and they're still at price $1.25, even if they're gonna increase, I heard. I choose one large pot and one saucer, and I'm gonna be creating a large teacup. So after I remove the tag, I'm gonna be adding a primer, sealer, and it will be easier because this is a plastic base, and to add a paint on it, it's easier to add a primer on it and the paint will stick on very nice, and you don't need to add a lot of coats of paint. Add just one coat of a primer to it. So after I remove the tags, I just add a primer, and when it's dry, I'm gonna be adding a paint. For a paint, I'm going to be using this French millinery DIY paint. I really love this, like a lilac, lavender, soft color. And I only give it a one good coat of this paint. And you can add any kind of favorite color that you have. Doesn't need to be like a lavender, lilac color. And have amazing pot for your porch. And it's going to look super beautiful for this summer. I'm also painting the cap for it, the saucer, if you mind. I'm gonna paint it inside and out, and when it's nice and dry, before I added more embellishments, I'm gonna be making a handle for my teacup. For the handle, I decided to go with this black beaded reed that I got from Dollar Tree. I cut it just a half portion of it, and I'm just making it in a shape of a handle for a cup. The wire from this beaded reed is so flexible that you can make it in any kind of shape that you like. And now that I made the shape that I like, I'm putting the beads back where they fall off. And before I glue it, I want to see how I got the size. And I'm cutting off the extra wire on the edges, and after that I'm gonna add one more bead on the edge of the wire so the wire won't be visual, and then on the end I'm just adding a glue so the beads cannot fall out of the handle, if that makes sense. Now that I got the handle nice and sturdy with those beads, I'm just gonna be adding this adhesive glue in the middle part of the handle and on top of it, and I'm gonna slowly glue it and add it to my pot. I'm holding the handle until it gets glued in one place, because with this glue it takes few hours to get sturdy and nice and glued. So after I left it for a few hours and I got the sturdy look on the handle, I'm gonna be adding more embellishments. Before that, I'm showing you that I drill a holes on the bottom because I'm gonna be adding a real plant on this planter. And now I'm just adding extra embellishments with these ribbon transfers lavender and adding these flowers on the sides of this teacup. It looks so beautiful, French country, shabby chic cottage look, and I really love the whole look, how it came out. I'm using the scraping tool for my ribbon transfers, and I'm just adding a couple of branches of lavender around the pot. After the transfers are on my pot, I'm just gonna be adding a clear DIY wax to seal my DIY paint and my transfers. And this DIY is done. I really love how it came out. I love this beautiful look with this teacup look. And now I'm just showing you that I'm planting a real planter with these cute lilac color flowers. I don't know the name of them, but it's just a perfect match for this cup. You can always add some fall flowers, but I wanted to add my real plants for outdoor, and really love this beautiful purple color on these flowers. I got these rain boots maybe over 20 years. They're really old. There is some holes in it, but they really look good, still look good. So instead of me throwing them in trash, I'm gonna make this trash to treasure. I'm gonna clean them well, and I really like this black and these white designs around it. They're from Pink. And I'm gonna clean them well with the alcohol wipes, and after that, I'm gonna make them over into a beautiful planter for my outdoor lavender cottage look this time. I'm pretty sure you got some old boots in your stash that you can turn them into a beautiful home decor piece, and this is what I'm gonna do with this. So now after I clean them well, I grab the same French military DIY paint, and on the edges where is the pink color, I'm gonna add that paint. And I hope with these boots I'm giving you some idea for you to go and search through your old shoes that you have and make them into a home decor piece. Nothing's wrong with it, right? And doesn't cost me anything for this DIY. I'm just remaking my old boots, bringing them back to life, and with adding some flowers and bows, they're gonna look gorgeous. You're gonna see how they're gonna look. I'm also painting those buckles on the edges to get rid of that pink color. I just added one good coat of this French millinery color. I'm also gonna seal them with a DIY clear wax so the paint won't fade. And now when it's nice and dry, I'm just gonna add some embellishments to it. To make my boots standing up and make them more fuller, I'm gonna be adding some shopping bags inside of it. So I just grab a couple of shopping bags and filling my boots with them. From my stash, I grab all those lavender and lilac flowers that I have, and I'm just gonna make them into a bouquet. For the first boot, I'm gonna be adding these lavender bouquets that I have, and I'm gonna add them on one of the boots. For the second boot, I decided to add the flowers that they have a longer stem, so that's how they can combine together with the smaller level lilacs with the larger level flowers, if that makes sense. So basically I'm just creating a bouquet like I'm creating one in a vase, but since I have two boots, I wanted to fill them up. And then on the first one I just added the smaller lilacs, and on the second boot I added the longer stem flowers together. Now that I got the look with the flowers that I like, I'm gonna be adding some ribbons. In the middle part I'm gonna be tying my boots with this lace lilac ribbon that I have, and I'm just gonna tie them very tight so they won't separate. With this polka dot lilac ribbon that I have, I'm gonna be creating like a large 8 loop bow, and it's very simple. When you have I always say, when you have a nice quality of a ribbon, you can never go wrong creating a beautiful bow. So as you can see, I'm just holding with my 2 fingers and creating loops. One by one, I'm just rolling my ribbon and creating the bow like I like. Very easy to make bows like this. With holding the ribbon in the middle with my 2 fingers, I'm just working with my other hand, creating loops parallel from each other until I fully make bow with like 4 loops on each side, as you can see. I mean, it's so hard for me to explain, but you know what I'm talking about. It's so easy to create a bow like this. With one hand, you're holding the middle part of the ribbon, and then with your other hand, you're just working through the ribbon and creating loops until you got the full bow like you wanted to create. I'm gonna tie my loops in the middle with one of my twines that I got in my stash, and that's it. Simple as that. I have a nice gorgeous bow. I'm gonna also cut off the edges in a high-end look as a ducktail, and that's it for this cute bow. This bow is gonna go in the middle where I tied the lace ribbon, and my boots are done. I really love how they came out, and I love this combination with black, purple, lilac. Just perfect for my theme today. Let me know, what do you think about this one? It is time to highlight one of my darlings. That's Liz Sanabria. She created all these beautiful, amazing creations. She's so talented. Great job, Liz. Thank you for sending me these pictures. And if you're a creator and if you like me to share your creations in my future videos, please send them to me through email or Instagram. For my next creations, I'm going to be using these flower-shaped wooden cutouts and these planters from Dollar Tree. I'm going to be painting the flowers with the black chalk paint. I let them on a side to get dry, and then I'm going to be painting my planters with the same French millinery paint that I've been using throughout the whole video. And now that they're nice and dry, I'm going to flatten the back part of my planters, and I'm gonna turn them into like a flower planter pockets, if that makes sense. So it was so easy and smooth to flatten them on the back part of them, and then that I got the look that I like, I'm gonna be gluing them on top of these flower shaped wooden cutouts. And to glue them, I'm gonna be adding a self-adhesive glue, but before that I want to smooth out the frame around the planter so it will be easier for me to glue the planter on the back. And to add the self-adhesive, you have a sturdy look on those planterns. And to speed up the gluing, I'm also gonna be adding a hot Gorilla Glue, but the one that is gonna make the sturdy position with these planterns, it is the adhesive glue that it's gonna let them stay on for outdoor. I repeated the same step on my second planter, and that's it for this part. Now, to embellish it, I'm gonna be adding some leftover lavenders, lilacs, branches, whatever I got in my stash, and I'm gonna be adding all those branches in two of my planter pockets to make it all nice and cohesive with my theme today, and it's gonna look gorgeous beside my decorations that I made today. To seal my pots, I'm gonna be adding a clear DIY wax, and then we're gonna move on to the next embellishments that I'm gonna be adding to these planterns. Super quick and easy and gorgeous look. Nobody's gonna know that we made this decor for less than $2.50 each, right? I don't count the flowers because those are out of my stash, but the base is only $2.50 for the flower cutout and the lantern. Now for the extra embellishments, I got this beautiful lace pearl ribbon that I'm gonna be adding on top and on the bottom frame of my lantern, and with adding this, it looks so shabby chic and beautiful and gorgeous look. I'm just gonna add a glue on the edges of that ribbon, and that's it for this beautiful creation. I'm also adding the ribbon on the bottom frame of my planter, and I think it looks so beautiful. You're gonna see it up close at the final reveal, and I'm so happy how everything came out, and I made it with lots of love, and I had so much fun creating every single piece of this today. As a handles, of course, another lilac lavender color. I got this lace tiny ribbon, and I'm just gonna add it on the holes on my flower signs that I have. And that's it for all these creations. Let me know, what do you think about all those beautiful creations that I made today? Which one is your favorite, or which one you're gonna be remaking? And before I let you go, don't forget to check out amazing Emily, Lisa, and all those talented creators in the playlist. And until next time, my darlings, and new adventures, I'm sending you lots of love, lots of music, positive energy, blessings from me to you. Bye-bye.